Teresa Khalil is my given name. I was born in the 70s. I lived most of my life in the Arabic world. I'm an observer. I observe life, people. I analyze. I think. I thought I want to be an engineer, but I changed my mind after becoming one. I lost my mother when I was 26. I got into the design world, channeling my inner creativity into visuals. I write. I tell stories. I wrote books of stories, and a lot more in my mind. I travel. I moved to Europe. I became a documentary filmmaker. I document life, unique people, alternative views. I'm curious. I got married. I use my voice. I have an Arabic accent, I guess.
And I was born and raised here in Gaza, and are okay with the destiny God chose for.
I take photos, but who doesn't? I have a lot of certificates. I learn and research all the time. I love the pink color. For now. I have many hobbies that are dear to my creative soul. I care for healthy living and being conscious. I never smoked. I'm a questioner and Enneagram type 5. I'm on a journey to understand life and answer its mysterious questions. Who am I? Where did I come from? What is the meaning of life? What will happen to me after I die? What to believe? How to live? I'm documenting it all in the scrapbook of life. I met him in Zagreb, the capital of Croatia. He seemed to be brave, coming all the way from China to follow his dream of opening a tea house in this small European country. New language, new lifestyle, different mentality. His passion for tea was undeniable and explained why he would open a tea house in a country that tea culture is practically non-existent, as Croatians love their coffee. He seemed to be calm, peaceful, confident, easygoing, simple but wise, as if he figured it all out. After I joined one of his tea ceremonies, his broken English couldn't hide the depth of his words and his unique view of life. I was so curious to know his story and was sure that he can help me understand the experience of my existence and to come in peace with it. His relaxed attitude made him seem to have some answers to what I perceive as a confusing, mysterious journey. At that point in time, I had no idea what religions, philosophies, or beliefs they had in China. But it is an ancient civilization, and this must have reflected on him in a way or another. And this what I found. It all began when once upon a time, a baby was born, and they named him
Wang Zongyuan. I was born in 1974 in a small city in the north part of China. My birth is delivered at home, not in a hospital. In my family, I have an elder brother, 5 years older than me. My mom and dad were normal workers. Before my school, my physical condition is not so good. I got some disease and luckily survived as comments from my mom. I often got temperature So my dad and mom really lived a hard time then because of my disease. It's basically starting from when I was 3 years old. Before that, everything is good, and from my mom, I ate a lot every day. After 3 years old, I started to live a hard life, I'd say, together with my mom and dad. But when I started school at 6, my condition got better, much better. Yeah.
The beginning wasn't easy. And yes, life can be hard, even on a baby.
My school time I'd say, was not so hard, was nice. My favorite subject is, I'd say, art. We spent so many years to learn how to write, how to speak. Yes, all the 6 years in primary school, that's the time we spent to learn Chinese, the language. Yes, it's not so easy, I'd say, even for a native Chinese guy. I was not so clever, I'd say, but I had hobbies, say collecting something. For instance, collecting the cigarette pack paper. I have so many different, a few hundred different cigarette pack paper, and I want to collect stamps. I enjoy the drawing and the calligraphy because my dad was an artist. He was drawing. He was taking. He was also a photographer. Yeah. So I grown up in such a family, and I also have my obviously hobbies. Yeah. So I'd say I enjoyed my childhood.
Lucky the ones who had a nice childhood. But then, we grow up. I remember while waiting for the school bus, I was playing a game. I move few steps forward and realize how time passes forward. Then I move few steps backwards in a hope that time will go backwards, but it doesn't. I got to know at early age that we can't control time, but time controls us.
I went to the teachers' college. I was supposed to be a teacher instead of a translator. Actually, I worked as a translator when I started work. Actually, I worked as a teacher at the very beginning for a short time. And then I started to work as a translator at IKEA. IKEA from Sweden. Because I don't like teaching, to be honest. I like to work in art, you know. And now I'm very satisfied with my job here, because with tea I enjoy the life with tea, I'd say, because with tea I can communicate with people, talking about culture, about art from China. That's really I enjoy it a lot.
Many of us were distracted from our true passion while navigating our way through life. A long journey of self-discovery and learning. But it is beyond logic to me that we accumulate all this knowledge and experiences to graduate to the afterlife.
When I met my wife, at that moment, that girl, you know. I don't know. It's a feeling. It's like a Before her, it's like an overcast, raining, overcast, and that kind of feeling. I'm not so easy. I just feel not so easy. But when I met her, it's clear. It's everything's. It's like a weather. It's clear. I feel, oh, finally I settled down this case. I registered half a year before her. When she just registered, and I saw her picture online. Her smile is pretty charming. It's very bright. She's not so pretty one, but her smile is pretty bright and give people a very good feeling. But in most of the cases, in most of the situation, she's easy and optimistic, I'd say. Maybe more optimistic than I am, especially when we move over to Croatia. Life for us at the very beginning is hard. It's hard for everyone. If you started totally new life in a new place. Sometimes I'm not like a man, can take up everything, but she really take up me sometimes. I feel so thankful for her.
I always say that love is the happiness of life. But sometimes it is not that easy to find this one right person among the thousands you meet. A sad fact of life.
The very first moment, I don't have much feeling on him, It's like, it's such a tiny one. I don't have much feeling, to be honest. But when I start to take care of him, say every night for the first 4 or 5 months, basically every night we need to wake up twice to feed him. Because my wife's she didn't got enough milk for Tiger, so we need to catch up with milk powder. Yeah, so that's my job. So it's twice a night to feed him, and then everything, bring him out in the garden every day, and gradually my love on him growing, Thanks to my wife's pregnant period, that was a happy time for her. She had been very easy and happy and well prepared for the pregnant. So we want to reason Tiger's good characteristic to that period, That's the main reason that Tiger is open and easy and want to talk to people and can manage basically everything by himself. So that also makes me feel relieved a lot when we are here in Croatia.
I do see the joy a child may bring to his parents by existing, but I can't see a way out for this child who came to existence to discover that he is not interested in this life-death trap experience. That child happened to be me.
Before we come to Croatia, when we seriously made such a decision to come, leaving China, before this decision we are very excited, very, very happy we were, I'd say. But when we made the decision, my feeling is immediately different. Maybe before the decision we always imagine, what a life it will be in Croatia, But when we make the decision, then we start to consider about everything and plan everything in a serious way. At the same time, that means we will leave China. We will leave our friends. We will leave everything we are so familiar with. So what we will meet when we arrive in Croatia, we don't know really. We are not 100% sure. It's a hard time for my wife and myself. When we talk to my good friend in Hangzhou, who is Buddhist, he talked to us about Buddhism and something about home should be at your heart, not a physical one. If you can at least be nice to people, you can still feel at home in Croatia. If you don't always consider about yourself, if you can take good care of people there, and as a return, people there will take a good care of you. When we heard such words, we immediately feel much better. But I'd say my wife and myself started to learn about Buddhism. We are no doubt believe in Buddhism as a religion. My Buddhist friends say, if you can practice something based on the teaching, that's much more important than the ritual. We are supposed to have mindfulness, the right thinking on mind. If someone takes advantage of something on me, for instance, I am supposed to take it to some extent. In this world, everyone seems to collect as much as possible for himself or for herself. Buddhism suggesting you to give instead of taking. With this tea house here at Zagreb, I can deliver people Chinese tea. What you can expect from Chinese tea. You don't need to fight with nature. You need to get your body to be adapted with the nature somehow. And tea functions exactly in this way. I believe sooner or later people in Zagreb will realize it. If I can continue and survive somehow.
I thought I would be shooting some religious ceremonies for this film, when I discovered that you can have a belief that guides you on daily basis without rituals.
Okay, now I will start. It's so famous, but you feel so. But if it's very cheap, it's not so famous one, but you feel so good. That means the right. This is to warm up the cup. You can smell it. So this upside down, there is a kind of a saying behind. If you can turn upside down in a natural way, that means you're not stressed. You're supposed to be able to handle everything in life. no matter if it's positive or negative. So you can take and face reality, and you can tackle any kind of situation in life. Yeah, that's right. So that's how you feel for maybe for the third, the fourth floor. You feel richer, comfortable, and you probably lose yourself in a tea. And the seventh floor, it will supposedly it will be lighter, even lighter, and no bitterness at all. Light but all sweet. So it's like when people become even older and yeah, let's say elderly people, they don't care anything so seriously as they did before. Life for them is just light but all sweet. Yeah. So it's yeah, we use this kind of a feeling with tea to describe the lifetime experience. Yeah. So now you see why we appreciate tea so much. Really, we use tea to describe our feeling a lot. So it's for girls, ladies, we normally hold the cup in a traditional way. It should be like this, a smaller finger out. And then with another hand, with this finger a little bit support here. It's very much, it doesn't function, no need actually, but we just leave it there and then,
For style.
yeah. Your shoulder just relax. No need to be like this, you know. It just relax. Yeah. For man, then it is much simpler. It's just like this. Yeah. It's okay.
I'm chasing those little moments in life where calm meets meditation, fragrant aroma, and deep human connection, away from life turbulences, a very much needed stillness time. That is for me a tea ceremony. If it could just last forever. Can you tell me what do you think will happen to you after you die?
Oh, this question, I didn't even think about it.
Never. Even after Buddhism.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking it could be easier than this life. Because I basically behave. I believe my next life could be easier than this life.
Yeah, so you are optimistic.
Yes. Here I am.
So you don't actually think about it. That's the thing.
Since I start to learn about Buddhism, my life become easier, really.
Okay, but in Buddhism there is no clear view of what will happen after you die.
Oh, probably next life will be even worse than this one. Yeah, if I didn't have such awareness.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So according to Buddhism, maybe your coming life can be worse if you didn't behave in this life, right?
Yes.
But you are optimistic that no, your coming life maybe will be better.
Yes. This is something I should believe. Because Buddhism reveals something which is very fundamental. Literally, a relationship between you and this world. I practice at my best to, let's say, or behave, let's say. You know, it's try to bring less attachment or accumulation to next life.
So you are not attached to things in this life because it's temporary.
Yes, yes. Everything is temporary.
Why do you think we are here on this planet or on this life?
Now I exist because of my karma
Uh-huh.
from my previous lives.
Okay. So it's a punishment?
It's not punishment. It's yeah, of course. When you suffer something, you can't help say, "Oh, why should I suffer this as human?" But it's yeah, punishment is only a part of it, not all of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but what is more is it's your fortune that you can be a human. It's even better than if you come to be an animal.
Ah,
know.
so to come as a human is better than coming as an animal.
Oh yes.
Or maybe
yes.
a plant or a stone.
Oh yes, yes. But if you doesn't behave, and as human, you will suffer a lot more than animal or plants.
Mm-hmm. But why is all this happening? What is the meaning?
It's karma in universe. Everything is karma.
Oh, so it's like a system that is going
Yeah.
on.
Cause and condition,
Cause and condition.
Yes.
Oh. And you are happy with it.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Even very often for now, because of COVID, because of war, because of earthquake, and any kind of disaster that we suffer, make me depressed sometimes, really. But that's no better opportunity to see this world in a much clearer way. Then you have a clearer idea what to do.
I'm not sure I understand. If there is war and there is corona and all this suffering, how can this make me have a clear idea?
Buddhism always stress you to go higher level energy level or dimension, new dimension up. So I don't know. Maybe it's hard for you to understand what I'm saying.
It is hard.
Oh yes. So now I'm very depressed. Like to question how come human can be like this, can behave like this. On the other side, I feel I feel more sense of a mission that make me come to this world.
Ah, so you make it better.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the meaning of your life. But what is the meaning of life? All life, Like everyone coming, dying, and the cycle go again and again. Do you know if there is a meaning?
It's karma. It's only a little part of the whole picture.
And what is the whole picture?
The truth of the world and the real look of the world.
And do you know what is the real look of the world?
It's the concept of emptiness. Because what you see, it's like a color or a material or something. Everything is not continent. It's temporary, something temporary. Because everything is changing actually. Not like when you give a concept to them, it's maybe you're wrong. So it's not because everything is not constant. And at the same time, real you is your basically is your spirit. This is something more concrete.
So actually there is another world that is just energy and spirits and emptiness.
Not another world. It's a human world is only a very, very little part of it. Like your hair on your head. Human world could be only one string of your hair.
So actually the meaning of life is so big that we can't understand it. Or we can't see it all.
On a human energy level, you cannot understand everything.
I see.
Or in our dimension, if you didn't develop yourself to some level, don't even define them. That will drive you crazy.
Yes.
Say, what is time? What is time? Sometimes I dare not to think about it very deep. That will drive me crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So it is better not to think.
Yeah. I think as human, your job, your only job actually is to develop yourself, to develop more sense of emptiness within yourself.
Mm-hmm. So you are in peace.
Yes, even I'm alive. I'm very often I can be in peace.
Uh-huh. So what is the best way to live?
To jump up out of the circle. How can I say it? If you are always stay in human energy level, it's hard. It's very hard.
Yes. How can I get out of this human energy level?
Maybe you can start to raise your awareness of this world. Like, for instance, when you travel to somewhere else and see the beauty of the nature, then you forget at that moment you forget about yourself. You feel the world in front of you, which is so beautiful. So here you are actually in peace if you are fully aware of your world.
Mm. Yeah, like they say, to be in the moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too. Ugo Dandan.
Ogodandan. Do Virginia.
Do Virginia.
Okay, so life is temporary, and that's why we shouldn't take things very seriously, because everything can disappear in a second. I don't know if this is good. The universe is functioning on cause and condition. Some machine breaks down, that is the cause, and the condition could be the gravity that makes it fall on someone's head. So what power do we have in this cause and condition system? Because challenges and suffering in life can't be avoided, we can see in them a meaning or a mission that gives value to our existence. Changing your perspective will make you feel better. Emptiness and how things are not what they seem to be. Everything is dependently originated and nothing is independent. On human energy level, I can't understand everything, but I can keep trying to understand something and raise my awareness. I know that I shouldn't question to the edge of insanity, but my curiosity is leading the way. My thirst to answers is pushing me to discover and meet more people who are living this life experience to the best possible way, through their own belief. Who is next? And which belief? I'm open to all possibilities.